Hello everyone. So for today we are going to continue our lesson in Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018. And for today you will learn how to create a new project, how to import the media files into your project, and how to organize them into bins. But before that, if you haven't watched the part 1 of this video tutorial, you may go to the link from the description and watch the video and be familiarized with the Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018 interface. So let's get started. Assuming that you have already opened up your Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018, this is the window that you will see. By the way, guys, for the files that I'm going to use for this video tutorial, I have downloaded it from adobe.com. It's free. You can also download it. You can check out the link from the description, and you are free to use it if you want to follow and use the same files for this tutorial. So to create a new project, just click New Project. And the first thing you need to do here is to set the name or the file name of your project. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use the name or the file name as Bald Eagle Documentary. Okay, and here I want to save it on a specific folder, so you can change the location, click Browse, and in my desktop I already have this folder Bald Eagle. I have created it a while ago, and so I'm going to save the file in this folder. So just click that folder, open it, and then click Select Folder. Okay, so it's already there, Bald Eagle Documentary from my desktop. So the other options here, if you don't know what is these options, so just leave it as is and then just click OK. So after clicking OK, the editing workspace will open up. This is by default, it's the editing workspace among all the other workspaces that will open. So up here you'll have the other workspaces. Maybe you will use that one later. So for now we'll just use the editing workspace. So you will notice that it's in blue, so it means that it's the editing workspace that is open. So in the previous video, in the editing workspace, there are 4 different panels, right? So we know that this is the project window, this one is the source window, this one is the timeline, and this one is the program monitor. So before you can edit any video, of course, you need files, you need media files, you need the pictures and the videos and the audios and everything that you need for your video. You need to import that into your project. So here in the project window, it says import media to start. In part 1, I have told you that you can import your files in 2 ways. The first one is media browser, okay, but here you have to select the specific location of your files, but we are not going to use that. Instead, we are going to just simply drag the files from the folder, since I already have created the folder. So I will just select these 2 folders that I have downloaded from adobe.com and just click and drag this one right here. So once it's done, I can close this window, and here you already have the 2 folders or the 2 bins. Now we call it bins in video editing. So bins means folders. Okay, so now that you have finished importing your media files and it's already in the project window, now we call it assets. Okay, so you have 2 sets of assets here. One is in the assets folder, the other one is in the audio folder or bins. Okay, so if I double click on the assets bin, then you will see there are a lot of items here, and there are 2 kinds of assets in here. One is a video or footage, the other one is picture or stills. So the video is those assets here that has this thing in the corner, so it shows like a picture of an audio, so it means there is an audio, so it's a video. Those assets that does not have that means it's a picture or stills. Okay, so this one is still, this one is a video, this one is a still. Now what we're going to do next is to organize your assets into different bins. By the way, if you want to close the bins or this panel, you can just click here and then click close panel and go back to your project window or your project panel. Now what we are going to do next is to create a new bin, so we can separate the stills and the footages. So down here in your project window or the project panel, you click new bin. Make sure that when you create a new bin, you don't select any of these bins, or else it will be created inside that bin. So make sure nothing is selected and then you click the new bin. So here there's a new bin. We will name it as stills. So we will put all the pictures or stills in this bin. So going back to the assets folder or the assets bin, we will select all the pictures or stills and we will move them to the stills bin. So this is the first one. To select multiple files, then you have to press your control key from your keyboard. Let me select all these pictures or stills. So I'm pressing the control key from the keyboard. That lets me select multiple assets. So once you have selected the assets that you want to select, you can right click on any of the selected assets and click cut. So we will use cut, so we don't need to delete them later. So just cut and go out of this bin, go to your project window or your project panel, go to your stills and paste it there. Right click to paste. That's it. So all the pictures or the stills are in this bin now. So let's close that. We will not do the same thing on the videos or the footages because it's already here. So we don't need to cut anymore. Instead, we will just rename the folder or the bin. So just click on the name of the bin and you will be able to rename it. So for this one, I'm going to name it as footages. Okay. So now I have three bins. The footages bin, which contains the videos or the footages or the video clips, and the audio, which contains the narration and the background music that we will use later. And the other one is the stills, which contains all the still images or the pictures. Before we end this video, we are going to create another bin, which is called titles. So this is where we are going to keep or store all the titles that we will create later. So that's all for today. We were able to create a new project, import media files, and organize our assets into bins. See you on the next video.